Okay, Rabotai, we are on page 195. We are moving. Jesse, we're about to finish the book. You know that. Volume 4. We're going to do siyum. You're going to eat half of the shashlik. Yeah, let's go. So we left off on, is it permitted to remove watermelon and melon seeds? When you open the honeydew or watermelon, or watermelon usually it's not so common to remove the seeds. Could be also. Melon, watermelon, all these things, a person opens and he wants to remove the seeds. What's your take about this? Hari John, you want to give a mic? What's your take about that? So says Rav Ovadia, it is allowed to remove the watermelon and melon seeds while eating because of Safek Sefeka. Very good, Jesse. What's the Safek Sefeka? David, tell me the Safek Sefeka. Are you allowed to remove the seeds from the watermelon out?
Right away when you're eating it.
As you're eating it, boom. As you're eating it, to remove it. As you're eating it, to remove it. Allowed or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh?
Also avocado. You have the big seed in the middle.
By avocado, it's even more lenient. Because by avocado, the avocado seed goes with the avocado layer attached to it. So always you're going to take it out. You're not going to take a clean avocado seed out. You're always going to take something with it. So that's not an issue at all because it's not separating the bed entirely. Here you're separating 100% bed. When you take the watermelon, the black seeds, if you guys still remember them, when we used to have them back in the days, the watermelon seeds, the black ones, they're coming out clean.
No watermelon.
Yeah. So says Rav Ovadia Yosef, nevertheless, it is allowed to take those seeds out because of a double doubt. Safek Safeka.
To wash them and fry them after that.
Yeah.
As the seeds to...
You know the joke, right? The cheap people love the favorite fruit that they have is the watermelon. Because there's what to eat. Because there's what to eat, there is what to drink, and there is also dessert at the end. So, perhaps in the case, you eat the watermelon, then you drink the juice of it, and then there's what to also have a dessert table. Perhaps in the case of attached produce, there is no selection. Attached produce means to say mechubar. Yeah, I don't know if the wording is right. Perhaps there in the case of mechubar. How do you say? How should I say mechubar? Mechubar. Attached produce. Should I say attached produce or should I say one produce? What's the language I should use? Huh? Mechubar, something that grew together. Produce that grew together, an object that grew together, substance that grew together.
It was one piece, no?
Ma, what should I say?
It was one.
Huh?
Grew up as
It
one.
was one.
Ma?
Grew up as one.
Grew up together?
No, together means like attached. Okay, so two separate.
So what's the language I should use?
Like he said, grew up as one.
Attached. Attached. All the parts grew together.
It's cold. It's windy, it's not cold. It's God's windy sometimes.
Tomorrow will be nice.
All the parts
It's raising up a little bit.
grew
And then Saturday did it snow.
together. Okay. Rabotai, imagine what is Gan Eden of Sheleg. Gehenom of Sheleg, I mean to say. You know that there is Gehenom of fire, Gehenom of Sheleg. That's Gehenom of Sheleg, of snow.
Snip.
Siberia is nothing compared to that. The winter of Siberia is nothing compared to that.
This is actual Gehenom.
Yes, it says actual Gehenom. It says, it's hinted in the Pasuk, the Zohar says, לא תירא לבית המשעלה ככל ביתה לבושנים מרבדים עשתה לה מרגמן לבושה. Remember this or no? לא תירא לביתה משעלג. He says the neshama, you know that Eshet Chayil is a song that's from the neshama also. So he says over there, if you keep your neshama the right way, that neshama will not be scared of the shelig, of the gehenom of shelig upstairs. of the snow Gehenom. Because you conduct your neshama in the right way. And where do you go to Gehenom of Gan Eden, at the fire of Gehenom of Sheleg? You know, no, Ari. You know how a person goes here or there, or you just know how to go to Gan Eden. There's also Gehenom of Sheleg. Bechor, for example, is not going to make it there. Bechor, Gehenom of Sheleg, of snow, there is in Shamayim also. Yeah. What do you think? This 20 degrees over here, it's jokes. What you have outside?
Уже приготовили?
They did.
Садыким. Его уже место в Ганеден.
So we were learning about other people that maybe.
А вы не сделали главное подача или
Я
нет?
не знаю, чем он прыгает.
О, вы запомните, Пухарака здесь, он тоже здесь.
Aye. So bottom line, it says that why is it allowed? All the parts grew together, so there's no borer applies. Therefore, they're permitted to remove off a
Добрый вечер.
tendon from tight. How do you say tendon? Well, what is tendon? Therefore, they're permitted to remove of a tendon from the thigh. And perhaps, as Maria Bulafia and many Rishonim wrote similarly, that during actual eating, even waste from food is permitted to separate.
אתה מדבר על האור של העוף.
No, the inside of the garinin. So too, if you want to remove that parts of from the thigh, you're allowed to. I think over here is talking about that fat. You found the Hebrew one, or I open it? I'll open. By me, I have the Hebrew one, the original. Okay, so bottom line, Igor, tell us the double doubt. Meanwhile, maybe something that grew together, there is no borer applies, or something that I'm going to eat right here, right now. Even if I take the bad out of the good,
Там есть погрыз.
I'm okay.
Why we're here at the bathroom goes okay?
Because it's while I'm eating. We said it's not on the table. It's in my hands. Remember we spoke about the borer that it's you prepare and you put it on the table. It's a different immediate consumption than actual in my hands. Like when Bechor is eating bach and suddenly one of his beautiful hair from the beard fell on top of the spoon. Can Bechor remove that hair or no? So according to Bechor's Torah, you're allowed to. But what about our Torah? Huh? On top.
Вместе с баксом. Ну, можете вместе с баксом.
What if I don't want to eat it with the bach Bechor?
Тогда не можете.
For me, that beard, that hair, it's not pleasant. I want to remove that hair. Monkione. So I have to, very good Yaakov, I have to remove some of the bach with it out. But Igor says something that you guys didn't answer. We'll learn it in the morning. What if I have a bug, a worm, on top of the lettuce? Can I remove the bug out from the lettuce or no? No, I have a worm, такой, червяк, big one, right on top of the lettuce. Can I remove that червяк, that worm, out, or it's borer?
You can't move it out.
I'm allowed to.
Потому что он не прилепленный.
We said that something that sits on top is not borer. Remember? Spoke about the pictures in the morning that few girls sitting together and they want to manage. I said not manage, different word. Organize. They want to organize their picture album. Munki on Rose Shabbat. Or it's borer. Huh? What do we learn in the morning? Every picture that is on top, it's not considered to be mixed. Only when you're going through the pictures and you're pulling the picture that is in between pictures, that's a borer.
If you like this picture, what?
You say, but you're not using it immediately. You have to show it. Aight. Borer priait.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם
Amen.
Вот так делать шаббат это бурак.
No, because you cannot get to the food without peeling that thing if you don't want to eat it. I said Chaco, no? I didn't say Shak. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Okay?
Поздрав, вопрос.
John. In English, בכל John. In English.
Saturday is your side. Saturday night.
Okay.
На кладбище когда надо идти?
Saturday night. Saturday night is your side, so Sunday is your side.
No, Saturday.
So it's not Saturday night, it's Saturday then.
Yeah.
Friday night. Friday night is your side.
11 что будет?
Of this month? I cannot tell you, my phone is on the recording.
10th of Tevet is.
10th of Tevet is Friday. So it goes 11th, it's going to be Friday night, Shabbat. Yeah. Yes.
Cemetery когда идти?
You don't need to go cemetery, Bechor John. You don't need.
Right.
There is no need to go to cemetery.
Один раз в год можно пойти там ходишь, сказать 10 человек?
You can go do whatever you want. I'm telling you, there is no need. You don't do anything Leilun Nishmat by going there.
Really?
You hear me or no? I'm sorry to tell you. It's the first year?
7 years.
Oh, Timboli. You're only causing damage to yourself by going to cemeteries. Yeah? Only damage. Sometimes also to the person. If you will say, let's go right now, make Divrei Torah. Hour to the hour back, 2 hours, we sit down, learn Torah, 2 hours, Leilun Nishmat. Million times more important than go over there. But people don't understand that. People ziorah, piorah, all these type of things. Go. If they want to go, tell them you have to go earlier. They cannot go later.
Thursday.
Friday? Thursday, Friday, whenever.
Анет.
Ta'anit. Friday is Ta'anit, Bechor.
Can you retell him on the grave prayer?
You could, Rabotai. It's not Isur to go there, but it's damaging more than benefiting more.
Really?
You understand or no?
Damaging who? You or the person?
Everybody.
Both.
Oh.
It's not a recommended thing to do, but people not going to listen because it's emotions. With emotions, you can't win with logic. You got to tell them a story how people came back from there, and they told them, "Don't do that. Better for you to go to Saturday." Then they believe that because you broke emotions with emotions. You understand? You have to know what you're dealing with. But if you want to know the flat rule what's written, better not to go. Gaon Mivilna said all the problems come on people when they go to the cemetery. The Gaon Mivilna Pishet. Huh? Lubavitch first. You don't go to cemetery. Even no, even Kohen can go to Lubavitch. Kohen. Come near to cemetery. Make mechitza over there. Listen. Kohanim can go to Lubavitch or no?
Yes.
To the cemetery. Why? To the grave of Lubavitch.
Because it's not.
Because the tum'ah that there is in the dead people does not go where the Kohanim are because they have walls. Fence tam yes. Really. This fence blocks the tum'ah of the dead people, not come to Kohen, Levi, Israel, Keki Gosha. When you go to regular cemetery, they don't have that path directly to your relative. You have to go through all these other places. And those other places are Tameh. Oh, Yashua, how are you? You brought a friend. Oh, Kol HaKavod. Shalom Aleichem. Why you look like you? B'ruchim habayim. So that's why Yaakov John to Rebbe Milubavitch cemetery, it's not really cemetery. It doesn't do anything to. You are correct, but since there is a no, I'm talking the direct path that you go. Direct path, even Kohen is allowed to go.
Okay, how about going to a Rizal or something like that, Rabbi?
Anywhere that there is open graves, not recommended to go. Anywhere. Going to graves, it causes more damage than good. Uman, where do they go to Uman? In which parts? Which parts they go to Uman? Oh, when you go, you'll see. They have a special place for the tzaddik there, in Uman. They don't have a general place. I've been there, yeah. Been there right before the war. I've been there, then they decided the war. Then next year was already problems. Yeah, Avot HaKadoshim, yeah.
Вы знаете, что их там уже нет?
Yeah, they took them to Israel, they say. But tell the truth, Bechor, I didn't go there just because of the Rabbi Minachman. I went over there for the experience of everybody praying together, thousands of people. It's total different feeling. Rosh Hashanah Bechor, I cried non-stop. I couldn't hold myself. So mamash, you break your ear, I don't know, like many gilguli maybe. You crying for being attached to this tzaddik. When people told me this, I didn't believe it. But when I went there, people took pictures of me. You will see. I have the pictures. It's very emotionally cleansing. You felt that you did tshuva for all of your gilgulim. No, on. The tziyun is only for him. I don't know, maybe there's other people buried. Sometimes they make, bama, they make level on top of the graves, and then they put platforms and people walk on it. It's not a problem. By halakha, it's allowed. There's many of these old ancient cemeteries that everything is balagan over there. Because the Nazis made a lot of problems in all these places. They made a big balagan. If you're going to go to the old cemetery in Krakow, in Poland, you're going to see graves on top, on the bottom, half of the grave is inside the sand. Amish Amchid. Chapa. I have pictures, videos of this. You can't believe how great Tzadikim's name, Kakani Pacharonin, is like this. Old cemetery in Krakow. You read every grave, huge people. Tzadikim Balshi. Marshal, the cousin of Arizal, is buried over there. Marshal, Rabbi Shlomo Luria. Big people. Chalchoza Lublin. Wow. I couldn't believe. You see this entire library, all of them buried in there. Każdy is Balshi Tzadikim. Rama, Rabbi Moshe Isserlich. You know the Rama, the Ashkenazi rabbi.
Ukraine.
The big. No, Ukraine, Poland. 1 year I flew to Ukraine. Another year, last year I flew to Poland. It was a great experience. Be'emet. Was worth it. Okay, back to us. So now, because of this affects Fekah, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef tells us, you're allowed to clean the watermelon peels, seeds. If you eat it, you don't like it, the black seeds, you're allowed to take it out of there because maybe the fact that it grew together, it's not considered two different types. It's part of the same thing. It's called en borer b'mechubar. Remember that? No borer when things that they are one, attached, one thing. Akasulman bit. That's one thing. Second thing is, according to the Maria Bulafia, one of the Rishonim, and many follow his opinion, there is no problem to separate the bad out of the good if it is done for immediate consumption. The bad out of the good. It's unusual. Usually we don't allow it. But since you're eating it right now, no problem. You're not putting it on the table for people to start eating it. Right now, you ask me, give me that nuts. I'll show you, please. Here, look at this nuts, right? You ask, Rabbi, am I allowed on Shabbat to take, you see this brown peel, right?
Yes.
On Shabbat, Mr. Mulakando, am I allowed to peel this like this?
Yes.
Huh? What do you say? Can I do that on Shabbat? Don't listen to Bechor. Allowed or no?
Yes,
Huh?
Mutar.
Why allowed, Bechor?
it's part of it.
It's the same product.
How else
No.
you can eat
Like
this?
a fish in the bone, no?
No, another answer because
Because
how do I get to
how
the nut if I will not remove the peel? It's impossible, right? I have to remove the peel in order for me to get to the nut. Nachon? So since there is no other way to do it, we allow it. Kol hakavod. Bechor John, can I put down that nut and eat it after 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
You gotta eat right away.
Can I do that or no? If I will right now, I don't want to serve my guests with nuts that they are not peeled. I want to peel it for them. Put it on the table, and I prepare a plate and I put nicely nuts in front of them. Can I do that on Shabbat or no?
Immediate consumption.
Huh?
Only for immediate consumption.
I need to make that food be eaten immediately. No? But what if right now I remove the bed As I'm removing the bed, it goes into it's in my hands already. I'm not removing it in the plate and I'm leaving it, I'll eat it soon. It's in my way to the mouth. I want to remove a little bit in order to eat the clean part. Allowed or no? Says the Maria Bulafi, in this case, even the bed out of the good, it's allowed. Got it? Rabbi Obadiah Yosef says, yeah, you're eating the bones of the you're eating fish. And there is a fish bones. You don't want to choke on the fish bones. Only Bechor can process the fish bones as is. But other people cannot process them the way it is. They need to remove the bones. Can you remove the bones on Shabbat? From the fish? You're removing the bad out of the good. Bechor, why is it allowed? The bad bones from the fish. Why is it allowed? That's one answer. But what? Give me another reason. Very good. Because it grew together. Another answer. Because I'm gonna eat it
Right now.
right now. I'm not cleaning it and putting it on the table. No. As I'm cleaning, I'm eating. As I'm cleaning the bones, I'm eating. That's mamatz right now. It's 2 levels of le'altar. Remember this Maria Bulafi? We gave you this chidush a few classes ago. Now, Bechol, let me ask you a question.
You call them together
Mechubar.
чистите
That's together. Mechubar.
ребенку, да.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Bechor, what if you right now want to clean for your grandson or for your son the bones from the fish?
Ребенок можно сразу дать ему в рот.
Vrot. What if Friday night you want to clean it? Shabbat morning, your grandson is going to be with your wife. You're going to be at shul. And you, when your wife cleans it, she doesn't do 100% cleaning. You look better.
Doesn't matter. Ты не можешь это.
Can you clean Friday night? Shabbat morning, the grandson is going to wake up. He's going to enjoy the fish.
No.
Why no?
Because we have to do it right now.
But didn't you tell me that things that grew together, mechubar, there is no borer?
No borer if you eat right now.
Very good. Kol hakavod.
If you don't eat right now,
Very good. Got it? With all the jokes we make with Bechor Rabotai, Bechor gets the information very good. Believe me.
How about you just put it inside the child's mouth right away?
Huh?
Just put it in the mouth?
According to Maria Bulafi, yeah. Mamash have to peel it and put it in his mouth.
But can you put it on the
Table?
table plate?
Doesn't look like it. Because it says it's bishata achila while it's in your hands.
But he's like 10, 11 years old.
Chimboli, if he's 10, 11 years old. He can do it himself.
Do it himself.
On the
Yeah.
switch or something?
Doesn't matter the age.
It's only with food?
שהחבר שלי יאכל אותו, אני יכול להוציא אותו ולשים לו בצלחת.
נכון. But that's the difference. No. Look, Jesse has a question. Bechor, try to answer Jesse's question in English.
Okay. What place?
Listen to this. Jesse said, Rabbi, you said Friday night you're not allowed to separate the bones out and prepare that fish for your grandson for Shabbat morning when you're going to be in shul. He's going to eat with your babulia or with his babulia. You're not allowed to do that. Why? Because it's separated now and you're not eating it now. Good? Asking Jesse, Rabbi, you told us the other time that if you're sitting with people, you don't like the onion, but your friend loves the onions. Can you remove the onions from the salad and give it to your friends? Or you have to put it in his mouth?
You do it right away, but eat it right now.
But can you put it on a plate
Yes.
and let your friend eat it, or you have to put it in the mouth?
In the plate.
And the plate allowed.
Yeah.
Why? But you separate what you don't like.
Ну это же не
He likes
гигиенично в рот ему всё.
I separate what I don't like, but he like it right
It's
now.
not way.
So a question question, Rabotai, to you is like this. When you separated the onion that you don't like, is it considered to, but your friend likes it, is it considered to be that you separate the bad out of the good?
No.
What did you separate?
Because this is good for him.
Very good. Because it's good for him, I am right now his shaliach. I am right now his agent.
Yes.
So when I separated, I didn't separate the bad out of the bad. I didn't set the bad out of the good. I didn't set the good out of the good. I separated. For him, it's 100%
To
good.
his question.
It's like I'm serving him now.
No, I was relating to his question. He said that if I have to put it straight in the baby mouth, or I can put it on a table, on a plate. And I remind you that you said that 2 shurim ago.
You're allowed to put the onion on the plate.
But the same thing he said about the.
But pay attention, the onion that I'm putting for my friend on his plate, I'm separating good. I'm not separating bad.
But he
Even
asked-
though for me it's bad.
Yeah, but he asked if I can take the fish out of the bone.
The bone's out of the fish.
No, he said the fish out of the bone and give it to the baby straight to his mouth. I can put it on the table.
No, if you take the fish out of the bones, you can do it
That's
on
the reason I
the
told you.
plate also.
That's the
Problem
reason
is happens when you want to rely on Maria Bulafia. Maria Bulafia's chidush is whenever you're taking the bad out of the good at the moment of the eating. So if you're going to place it down, it's already not a moment of eating; it's a moment of preparing.
Okay, so regarding his question, it's still relating to the same.
Yeah, if
because it's good,
Bechor.
it's good after bed.
Good. Bechor, if you want to separate and put it on the plate, separate the fish out of the bones. Rabbi, how would I separate the fish out of the bones? I always separate the bones out of the fish. Question is what you pull out. You hold the fish, right? Hold the fish. You're holding the bone, you're pulling the meat, or you're holding the meat, pulling the bone.
You hold the meat, you pull the bone.
So that depends. If you're holding the bone, pulling the meat, what did you separate? The good out of the bed. The good out of the bed, you have 5-10 minutes put on a plate. It's during the eating is also fine. He's gonna eat it soon. 5-10 minutes, you have that leniency. But once you separate the bad out of the good, you pull the bones and you hold the meat in your plate. Chot is deal. You separate the bad out of the good. What's your justification? Maria Bulafia, Rabbi John, Shmona Chontechi, Maria Bulafia Nemedonechi.
No, but Rabbi, you have to put it in
Mari,
your mouth.
Rabbi Yaakov, Morenu, Harav, Rabbi Yaakov Abulafia. In short, Maria Bulafia. What did he say? You're allowed to take even the bad out of the good. It's one of the great Rishonim we have.
Straight to the mouth.
But you have to eat it immediately. Mamash into the mouth.
Right.
You understand the difference? Jesse, הבנת עכשיו? The difference? Very good. כל הכבוד.
Parasha.
Bechor, yesterday was all day parasha. Tomorrow again you're gonna make me parasha. At least halakha. The whole week we barely did halakha.
Вот это клиши вы делаете и заварку. Потом заварку можно вытащить?
Yes, because Bechor, he asking Shashas, Ari asked, when you make chai on Shabbat, kli shlishi, right? Mr. Shekalim, Persians also make chai. That, of course. When he's asking, can you take the bag out of the cup?
Yes.
Right away.
What about Borer, Bechor? You take the bad out of the good.
You're throwing
Why
it
is not good bad? Were you eating that?
You're throwing it out right away.
Why you give you taste?
You're throwing
So,
it,
but now he's not giving you taste.
you're throwing it
He's
out
giving you
right
taste.
away.
The test is over.
Берете сбрасываете сразу.
No,
Не оставляешь.
You're throwing it out right away. You're not exactly.
So what? You take the bad out of the good.
no, but there's chai.
You're not
Sorry,
you're
somebody else
throwing
can
it out.
take from this.
No, it's already the second time.
И вот эта махорка, они дышат.
So Rabotai.
No bad, it's a
There's still chai.
Oh, Jesse said the answer.
What you say?
When did we say Borer applies? Only when you separate 100% bad from 100% good. But if I will take it out, at the moment I took it out, is this 100% bad?
Ну там чай есть чуть.
There is some chai. If I even wait a few seconds like this, there'll be even chai coming out. Uh-huh. So there is good inside there. I just don't want to mess with my fingers and take that good out. But there is good in here, right? It's like a person is peeling a banana. Does he have to eat the banana that he peeled immediately? Huh? But you peel the garbage, you peel the shell of it, the peel of it is not edible, that peel.
But it has a little bit.
He has inside good. But you're not going to eat it, you're going to throw everything out.
Okay.
Rabbi, I don't want to mess with the spoon right now, eat it like a monkey. What do I need it for? Just throw it out. So, but it doesn't mean that there's bad in there. There's still good in there also. Same thing is in a bag of chai. Famidim?
Yes.
Very good.
Parasha.
You will not be able to pick
Parasha paga bechor.
Шира
won't be able
параша
to pick it.
сказали, мой друг, никогда не слушал. Он кайфанул.
Of course, kaifanu. Everybody kaifanu with parasha rabotai. But question is, who is progressing?
Параша called me, I'm gonna come.
Tell him tomorrow bechor yes yishvo. When bechor yes yishvo, there's going to be parasha. But with them halacha is extremely hard. Yeah.
If the child wants the salad but doesn't want the onions, okay, you separate the onions out for the child, or that's also not.
What does he like?
Bolognese.
That's it. They just buy tomatoes and
Nislish ucho.
tomatoes and cucumbers.
What else?
That's it.
Tomatoes, cucumbers,
Yeah, but there's also
and the onions.
no, they don't like onions.
They don't have any onions in the salad. There is onions in the salad.
But the child doesn't want it.
So what? You, the parent, want to remove the onions out?
Let's say it's in their plate already.
Now who's gonna eat the onions?
The parent.
You cannot. No. If you take the onions that people will not eat out of the salad, you borer.
You know, say even for child.
What's the difference, child? What, you're allowed to mechalel Shabbat for child?
Because I was somewhere and I saw they were doing whatever for the child. I didn't.
It's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not allowed to.
Problem.
You have to do it, at least somebody else gonna eat the onion in the same minute that you pull it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
That's borer.
Rabotai, wake up in the family. That's halachot borer. It's extremely common. Amir John. Extremely common, Rabotai. It's mechalel Shabbat deoraita, Johnny Dadish. It's not a joke. The laws of borer, mechalel Shabbat deoraita. It's not a joke. And it's so frequent, left and right. Without paying attention, mechalel Shabbat, not Torah level.
When you pick up that tea bag and the water is dripping from there, that's not boring.
The poskim debate about that, and the bottom line, it's allowed because they have other mechanism why it's allowed. Pasik reshe that you're not intending, it's not really a bag that meant for separation on a doraita level, maybe it's on the Rabbanan level, and he's only doing it because he doesn't want to drip on the way, so it's lo nichale. There is few halachic justifications to keep that bag
He
hanging.
doesn't want to make it strong either. He doesn't want it strong. If it's strong, it's bad for him. He's not going to drink.
No, this you're saying good. Why you take it out? He's asking, are you allowed to keep it dripping like this, go like this a few times, and then throw it to the garbage? Or that doing this, you're using the bag as a separation tool now.
It's still going to have some little.
Bottom line, we allow it. There is reasons why it's debatable, machloket, but bottom line, we allow it.
Другой чай поставить.
Посуду, если помыли, им сушилку.
Давай.
Чё? Сейчас, это Яков is talking. Я не слышу вас, Яков.
Вот взяли, чай сделали.
In English, say in English, not everybody understands Russian.
Can you reuse the bag? He's saying for another.
You can use another bag to make a chai.
If you're Bukhari from Samarkand, yes.
Not allowed?
I heard it's bad.
No, I'll tell you why. Because for you in Samarkand, it will be used again and again and again. No problem. But for me, it's going to be garbage. Moadu Shambeku.
Sometimes they make a good chai. Not allowed?
You're allowed to. If you took it out and you want to reuse it, no problem. But you got to make again Kli Shlishi. Yeah. Kli Rishon, Mumkines. Why? Because on the first time you made Kli Shlishi, so you never cooked it. If you're going to right now put it in the cup and directly pour in it, now you're cooking it. Because it was not cooked before. Bechor Famidit. Very good.
А это я в субботу туда не подхожу.
Это неправильно.
Обслуга.
No. That's not right, Bechor.
Как вы знаете, что вам правильно?
Других заставляют
А
это.
я обращаюсь к таким.
Yeah. What's your question?
You wash dishes, put into the...
Rack.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
from
so Ari has a question about the rack dishes, Bechor, after you wash the dishes, if it ever happened. If. What? You don't even hear it. You don't know, never heard of it. Maybe once in your life you wash the dishes in the kitchen. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, wash it.
Wash it? Yes. Then after you wash it,
He doesn't even know the word wash it.
you have to take out the plates that dried and put them inside the cabinets. What about borer?
It's called sorting. It's not water. It's sorting.
All plates is clean.
It's called sorting.
So okay.
В субботу мы посуду
But there-
не моем.
Bechor's answers.
Sorting. It's called sorting. It's not water.
So well, in the morning, if you remember, we'll learn that there is difference between selecting
And sorting.
and organizing, which is sorting. You're organizing because you're sorting. And Pri Megadim said, when borer applies, only whenever you want this and you don't want that.
Choosing.
But whenever you don't have a preference for one over the other, they're all in the same level for you. You just want to put them in the right place. You don't say, I want this plate and I don't want that plate. They're all the same place. You just want to put it back in the cabinet. In such a case, there is no selecting / borer. It's called sorting / managing. How you say this word? Organizing. Kol hakavod.
Параша.
If I say parasha today, tomorrow I say halacha. How about that?
Ну, уже время я смотрю.
But tomorrow is going to give me a whole day parasha tomorrow. You have to balance out halacha bechor. Community that there is no halacha, the members will stay amaretz for another 30 years, guarantee. Pamidet bechor. Halacha, progress community. Parasha, interesting, but it doesn't do the same progress as the halacha. Halacha tells you what to do. Practical.
Is there any border in choosing clothing?
Yeah. Applies to clothing, applies to socks, applies to books, applies to every single thing. Only besides women. If you select this to people, there doesn't apply. But anything else applies.
So what do you do? Let's say you have few ties and you want to choose this one.
You use it right away. Whatever you chose from the tie, that they are in a mixture, yeah? First it has to be the mixture.
Sorry?
First they have to be in a mixture. If you have a designated hanger for this tie, another hanger for another tie, then there's not a mixture. But if it is on top of each other, and you're like looking through to find the one you like right now, so that's a mixture. So you separate the tie that you want, you don't put it on the chair and use it tomorrow morning. You pull it out of the pile of ties and you're gonna have to wear it? No. Or you can show it to your wife, you can use it somehow. Either by wearing it, either by showing it.
So if you take, go, and then you choose that tie and you wear it, no problem.
You choose it right now and you wear it right now. No problem. Because you took the good out of the undesirable right now. You did it with your hands and you used it right away. Those are the three conditions. Got it? Very good. Next. Number 2. Okay, we said that already about fish. Oh. Бехор Джон, гав кама камкунет. Пога у вас будет здесь стол накрытый, вы будете все маане ваши рассказывать. Только не забудьте записать, Бехор. Чтобы было всем интересно. Now listen to this. Bechor, fish, are you allowed to do borer? Is the laws of borer applies to fish also or no?
Что за вопрос?
Borer laws applies to fish also or no? So I have news for you, Bechor.
Как понять?
Я не понял
Fish,
вопрос.
разный сорт fish.
Ассорти.
Да.
How do you call it?
Боре.
Ассорти.
Ассорти.
Assorti? What is this?
Красная рыба, белая рыба, копченая
Right.
рыба, соленая
You have
рыба.
different type of fish sitting in a plate. Is it considered to be a mixture? Can I take the... What is it that белый поставил? Take it out of here. He took the white fish out of the mixture of fish. He took that white fish out.
Ну, это же все афиш.
Is it considered to be a problem of borer or no? So, Bechor,
Yes.
I have big chidush for you. Remember this chidush.
Что они все рыбы, их можно separate.
Listen to the end.
If you don't need right away, it's okay.
Listen to the end. Where borer in Bet HaMikdash happened? Do you remember? And where was the source in Mikdash, Mishkan, который строили, that the laws of borer applied? For what did we do borer in Mishkan for?
Камни, которые кидали.
From what? You said the right answer, but for what? What did we to remove the rocks from what? What was inside the bowl?
From the kernel?
Kernels of what made? No?
Kernels of wheat.
No? Of the plants that they derived color from.
Yeah.
Samamanim it's called.
Саманим.
These colors, they are the root of all the laws of Shabbat. Because you had to plant them, you're not allowed to plant on Shabbat.
Right.
Because you had to water them, you're not allowed to water your field on Shabbat. Because you had to cut them, you're not allowed to cut on Shabbat. Because you had to bundle them, you're not allowed to bundle on Me'amir on Shabbat. Because you had to winnow it, make the wind separate the garbage out of the good kernels, you're not allowed to winnow on Shabbat. Because you had to collect and put it in a bowl, and it was collected with the rocks. Now you're not going to cook the rocks. They're not going to give you any color. In order to cook that and take out good color, what are you going to do to the rocks before? Separate the rocks out of the kernels of the plants that derive color.
Also coloring not allowed too.
That's coloring not allowed, cooking not allowed, igniting fire not allowed, to carrying not allowed. All these things are coming from this. This is the root of all the laws of Shabbat. Hamidim. Says Rav Ovadia, I'm sorry. These things are things that grew in the sea or things that grew on the ground.
Not the sea.
What is that called? Gidule karka. The laws of Borer, says Rav Ovadia Yosef, does not apply, according to many opinions,
Water?
if things that did not grow
On the ground.
from the ground. Because we're looking at the original. Where is the original laws of it? Of Borer? The plants. The plants grew in the sea or grew on the ground? Is it a seaweed or is it a plant ground?
It's nose.
How's the Borer food?
Huh?
How's the Borer meat?
So meats, the poskim say, where the meat is being fed from?
Meat?
What is grub from means? His sustenance is from the ground. Where is the sustenance of the animal comes from?
The animals came from the ground. How about you?
That's also true, but that's their forefathers.
Creation.
But what about them? Where are they constantly being sustained from?
They always eat from the ground.
From the grass, from the ground. So that's a poskim say that laws of Borer applies to them also because of that. What about fish?
No.
Huh? Fish is from the water. So the laws of Borer does not apply to law dabarim she'enam gidule karka. Remember, gidule karka, growing from the karka. What is karka? Ground. Growing from the ground, the laws of Borer applies. Not growing from the ground, laws of Borer does not apply.
So you can put
Now everybody woke up.
you can put different fish on the plate.
To put is no problem.
Bones, take out the bones.
To separate from the mixture,
So there's no problem. Then
that's the question starts. Says Ravadi, what about fish? Can I separate the white fish away or no? Bechor?
Sounds like yes. Sounds like yes.
Bechor Haka? Allowed or no?
Yes.
To separate the white fish from the plate.
Yes.
So according to many opinions, it will be allowed.
На речке родился.
Because it didn't grow from the ground. Says Ravadi Yosef, do we paskin like this opinion 100%? No. 50-50. Nazavaitza machloke. Why it's important to know? One time, there was one rabbi that told to his community, whenever your wife made salyoni, razna salyoni fish, you know, как называется fish? Асарти? Сирти?
Asarti.
Асарти. את אשר התארת, אסרתי, אשר אסרת, התארתי. Yeah? Assorted fish. It's in Russian, asarti. It's asarti. We ask Hashem forgiveness. Hashem, please, whatever you said aloud, asarti. I meant forbidden. Whenever you said not allowed, I said to people, allowed. Please, Hashem, forgive me for that. It's one of the things we ask Hashem, forgive me. So this rabbi, Becho Ari, told to his community, after the meal finished, you're not allowed to take right now, you want to put the pink lax back in the container of the lax, and the white fish back in the white fish, and the siliotka color, the gray color, skumbria back in the skumbria one. Munkines. Rabbi John, Chuvane. Why not?
It's not from the ground.
Because borer. You're separating a Friday night meal. How are you going to eat this bechot?
Right now.
After you separate Friday night meal, where are you going to eat it?
After Shabbat.
Shabbat morning. Is it done for immediate consumption? Or tomorrow morning you're going to consume it? So
But
that's
it's
another
sourcing
problem of
the
borer.
ground.
He didn't do it le'altar. That was his problem. One of his students came to me. Now, I hate when people do that. Rabbi shopping, you know? Who's going to give me the best price? One of this person's student came to me, Rabbi, am I allowed to do that? My wife has a hard time with that. That rabbi said, Tavotet Vazmi, take as is, put it in the fridge, tomorrow morning take it like that. Problem is that they have
Different
contaminated taste.
Sure.
You eat the lax, you feel the taste of the skumbia, you eat the skumbia, you feel the taste of the white fish. It's a kasha malasha.
And you're also sorting them out, Rabbi.
So I told them to that person, I didn't know he asked another rabbi. He said, Rabbi, is it allowed? I said, allowed. Huh? You allowed? That rabbi didn't allow it. I said, you made right now balagan, politics. Okay, I typed a whole tshuva and I sent it to him. I didn't hear back from the rabbi and from that student anymore. Baruch Hashem, Odul Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chesdo. What was my justification? One of them is sorting.
Yeah.
If you're sorting, there is no
No, borer.
borer, right? But it's also machloket, remember. So maybe halacha is like them. Like that sorting is not borer. It's considered to be organizing. Memayen. That's how the Lashon they use. Memayen is organizing. Maybe you say, but it's debatable. Okay, safek doraita, Rabbi. Safek doraita lechumra. You're right, but I have more safekot. Maybe it's fish. Fish, something grows from the ground, maybe or no? Huh? Doesn't grow from the ground. That the laws of borer applies to something that grows from the ground or to things that does not grow from the ground also?
Ground only.
What we just learned? Another machloket. So already we have at this point, safek safekatu allowed. Maybe the laws of borer doesn't apply to fish altogether because it doesn't grow from the ground. And even going to say it does apply to fish, right? Maybe that's whenever you're selecting what I want versus whatever I don't want. But once you are sorting them out back in the containers, there is no preference for one over the other. They're all in the same level in your of preference. In such a case, there is no boger. But the guy said, Rabbi, but there is no current benefit right here, right now. You're using it tomorrow morning. I said, you're right. But there's another opinion to combine. If you remember, the Ben Ish Chai said that when you said the word le'altar, it doesn't mean le'altar to consume. Le'altar means any type of usage for immediately. Any benefit. Respecting guests.
Yes. Yeah.
Not only that, also making the fish not to get contaminated with other taste. That's also right here, right now. So there is a benefit right now or no? Yeah. So there's another suffix. And there's a more sfikot I put in the equation. I don't want to confuse you with many sfikot. Bottom line, if the wife wants to put pechor, the sorted fish, back inside the containers after the meal, mutar, no problem. However, if she wants to do the best of the best, tell her, Jonah, not the best of the best is to mix this fish, all everything, kasha malasha. Make one plate, lax. Another plate, scumbria. Another plate, white fish. Another plate, black fish. Another plate, Donald Trump. Whatever fish. All the fishes you want. Huh? No, when you sit on the table. Then when you finish, you take the plate of the lax, tamom in the container, without any problem. You understand? Like this, you put it on the table. You took it off the table without any questions of halakha, 100% glad kasher. But in case you went right now, Bechor, your kelim came over. And she put it like this. She didn't come to learn Halachot Shabbat with us. She doesn't know that, for example. Yeah, maybe she knows, but maybe she's not. Can you tell her? Can you tell her? Put the white fish in the white container, black fish in the black container. Huh? Allowed or no? We just learned before that according to our Torah, it is allowed. Amen.